Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude?
How can I express my gratitude
for all the many things,
you've
Father, you done for me, yeah.
Words are not enough to say thank you.
So Lord, you are,
you're my everything.
say, I call you Jireh.
Lord, my provider.
I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey.
You are my healer.
Say, Lord, you are.
You're my everything.
I call you Jireh.
Lord, my provider.
I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha.
You are my healer.
Say, Lord, you are.
You're my everything.
Uya matinyana. Uya matinyana. Uya matinyana. Oh, uya matinyana. Yeah, so uya.
Moya matinyina. Moya matinyina.
Yeah.
Moya matinyina.
Oh, uya matinyana. Say, I call you Jireh, say.
I call you
Yeah.
Lord, my provider.
I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey.
You are my healer.
Say, Lord, you are my everything. Yeah. Are you ready, everybody? All right, listen. Will you make one cover? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I can breathe without you, say. I can move without you, Lord. Hey. Who am I without you? Say, I can live without you, yeah. I can breathe without you, Lord. I can move without you, yeah. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Hey. Who am I thinking now? Oh. So, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, oh, yeah.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Hello, good morning. Michia, it's here for Mutse either or our Facebook so and I say YouTube so Michia Munina, Medayamia say and the day Mabeka inside Yamin Shramunina. As you can see, yeah, still waiting for Prophet and see as we wait, no, remember, yeah, updates, no, as we usually do, and then we'll continue with the main topic. Remember, admin so H yet here for ne. Ahwɛfoɔ a mohwɛ yɛn Facebook Live and I say YouTube so.
Yes, so good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, and welcome to all our viewers. My name is Annie, and I'll be providing a summary in English at the end. So see you then, and I hope you all enjoy today's program.
Yeah, that's bebree Annie. I mean, and I'll say a bit of introduction on the Ayabeye and there. I'd say for Senya Munim any for Senya Munima is Senya no every Thursday piano. We come to you with some form of legal education. And before we go to our topic of the day, no, may a few updates in terms of Yembrano and how things are going. Into this week, as we have all seen and heard in the news, Parliament voted up, but yeah, in Brenham, whether they would want this illegal migration bill to hold. Into they have to go through three different readings at the House of Commons, which is the main parliament, and then another three different readings at the House of Lords. In see, once it has gone through all the due process, then they enforce it as law. As it stands, we know say uh, they have gone through their second reading and they're still in the process of changing things or amending things. Um, Currently, no, they want to put in very, very strict and rigid uh, rules or laws in terms of your immigration, no, and so uh, as you have heard, ebi mo bɛ te sɛ, oh, ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɛyɛ den paa ɛma nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo ɛreba kurom ha illegally. Nti the target is to make it very, very frustrating and should I say, very difficult and hard for nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo ɛreba kurom ha a ɔmo dwen sɛ ɔmo betumi anya asetena. And so when you look at clauses like clause 11, net 12, net 13, and 14, no, it talks about detention of yeah, uh, immigrants and I say nkurɔfoɔ a wɔba kurom ha a wɔdwen sɛ wɔbɛtumi anya nkrataa. And the focus is to say ɛma more powers and as authority to your Secretary of State for the Home Department ɛne ne ministers ɛne ne nkurɔfoɔ a na ɔne wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma sɛnea sɛ obi ba na through whichever means, whether they've come through asylum or they've come through visits or whatever the case may be. Yɛn na yɛnim sɛ yɛn Immigration Act of 1971 no sɛ wobɛtena ha koraa mpo as an overstayer, it's an offence. Inti no crampono, you are liable to be removed from the UK. Say omo ebe hun say utsna UK chrome ha without inkrata. That law provides that they can detain you and remove you at any point in time. Into their enshrining more of these into the immigration, I mean, the illegal migrants bill now, almost, you know. And so they're saying, say, more of these powers will be made available to the Secretary of State, where she'll be able to detain in Kofor for an unlimited period of time into say almost some detain one so they can detain you in whichever facility or whichever place they deem suitable into, let's say almost some detain at the work or detention center. To say I know they are trying to say the Secretary of State should not be limited to only detaining you in a police and as a detention center. Ebe to me crown accommodation and as an asylum seeker and as an immigrant, wherever they can have any form of power to say they are detaining you, no, they can detain you at any place whatsoever. And so these are one of the things that I say, yes, Shay. And it's not just individuals. I mean, these powers are very rigid indeed, where Omoka said they can detain you, including family members as well who do not have the right to remain. Into say, we overstay ya, unim say, Mavakrum Haminin Krata. So, what about Sasanum Sika, so unim say, why claim? Say, what will claim no so anchor through where they think say, will claim no is unfounded and I say, only just so be make it sa claim na. They can say you are liable to be removed from the UK because webu imbrano what's na ha as an overstayer and say what's na krum ha whereas uni in krata. And so they are increasing these powers in a way almost ever more courts no should I say no leg room to be able to overcome their own person omo bɛyɛ no. Nti at the moment sɛ wokɔ bill crampo a wonim sɛ temporary residence is available to those who have been in the UK into say ABA over free airports and ABA you detain you because ABA umuma questions be and answer the questions be to win in regards to visa now mo dia ma when to me any questions na no the way a normal panel into yeah mistakes be ever interview no omo aka sɛ omo bɛgye wo nkrataa no ɛfiri hɔ. Usually they will give you a sheet of paper which explains that you are only being granted that temporary admission. In no Sano, it will last for 7 days, after which time no omo make a decision they will be saying say yeah jail from honor because of A, B, and C reasons. Until most of the time, most people will have to go through the Home Office to be able to apply for bail in those 7 days. After the 7 days, no, then it means say you would have to go through the courts, which is the tribunals, yeah, immigration tribunals, to be able to be granted bail because what's not a chrome hanum for more than 7 days now. Almost amounts are temporary admission. No? And most of the time, this is something that we love about the democracy, no? That even though the government exists to be able to put certain laws in place, no, the judges and I said the courts are also there to be a check on the government, saying almost so too much power to do too many things are in this case, they are restricting tribunals no from even deciding on bill applications within 28 days until they want to have the power to be able to grant bill no within 28 days of let's say nipakono aba on krata omo pese omo edging krata ne free nstem omo pese omo kase ye yiwe free chroma within that 28 days, no, they are trying to say, courts no, ho kwan, say, me, I make a decision, no, say, uba, home office, honum, ebe yes, our bill application, omo de bema, open pen, so, omo fa, and see, these are some of the things that obviously is causing a lot of uproar amongst people. And yes, news now, we would see say a lot of high profile people have made comments about it, and even going all the way to the match of the day presenter no crown pono. There has been a lot of allegations made against the government in terms of sa bill where almost per almost deba. But we should watch the space. As much as people are talking about it, I know say government no and to me enye bibia nkurɔfo no a yɛavote ɔmo into power no ɛntumi ɛnka sɛ I even though yɛn nkurɔfo no aka sɛ ma yɛnyɛ sei no yɛbɛyɛ nti as many people as possible if you can obviously number contacting mo MPs in regards to start bill wei a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo de ba of course there are powers already in place that they have, but they want to just make them tighter and stricter. But I don't think that is the best way forward in terms of immigration, no. And I believe say as many people who are watching the news will see that these are very very hard times, and we don't want to make it even more difficult than it already is. Into as much as possible, yeah, let's also start uh, getting a lot of people involved in terms of speaking to MPs about what this new bill is about, and the yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhu ɛfa saa bill na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo pass no. And secondly, in terms of nkurɔfoɔ a ebi a wɔrehwɛ sɛnea wɔbɛtumi nso eyi saa no recourse to public funds efiri wɔn leave no so. Nti sɛ yɛhwɛ yɛ leave, normal leave to remain, either as a parent and also as a partner, no, you would realize that most of the time, so omoma was sitting na omobetro say no recourse to public funds. In say no no sa no na omo catch you say yama was sitting no, but ye say oye juma into ye ma benefits bia to say wait to me enya wo indefinite ansana yɛbɛma wo access to benefits bi. Nti in most situations sɛ woyɛ parent na ɛyɛ wo nkwa na wohwɛ nkɔlaa no a, you will definitely need access to public funds because ebi a wontumi ɛnyɛ adwuma full time ana koraa mpo sɛ wontumi nyɛ adwuma koraa because of nkɔlaa no a wowɔ no. Nti aba ne sɛ sɛ wotumi access public funds sɛnea wobɛtumi ahwɛ nkɔlaa no ɛne wo ankasa wo ho. And in some such cases, home office aka ɛwɔ ɔmo policy no mu anaasɛ ɔmo guidance ne sɛ sɛ wobɛtumi akyerɛ yɛn sɛ wobɛyɛ destitute anaasɛ wankasa woyɛ destitute wonni baabi da wonni sika a wode bɛtɔ aduane koraa mpo ama wo mma wonni sika no koraa mpo a wode bɛtɔ ntare ne nneɛma a nkɔlaa no hia nti aba ne sɛ definitely no wobɛhia public funds sɛnea wobɛtumi ahwɛ wo ho ne nkɔlaa no. And in certain cases ebi a wowɔ dan koraa mpo and it has become difficult because sisi a ebi a sika no a wogye no ɛnhyɛ da ndɔɔso a wobɛtumi de ayɛ nneɛma for nkɔlaa no nti ebi a wobɛtumi ayɛ shopping kakra ama wɔn but apart from saa shopping no rent no wotua a sika biara ɛnka nti da biara na ɛyɛ sɛ wokonya mboa from nkurɔfoɔ anaasɛ wonya food vouchers anaasɛ biribi saa ansa na woatumi ahwɛ nkɔlaa no. Nkɔlaa no koraa mpo ɔmo ntadeɛ na ɔmo hyɛ no ayɛ deda, ɔmo shoes, school uniform ne nyinaa yɛ deda ayɛ short ana sɛ atete all these things obviously sɛ wobɛtumi akyerɛ wɔn sɛ wo sika no a wonya no wontumi ɛmfa nhwɛ wo mba ne wo a then they are able to go ahead and grant. But recently no na High Court no enya case in regards to uh nkurɔfoɔ no a recourse to public funds because wɔ disability bi. Nti this was a judicial review case a nkurɔfoɔ mmienu, the case of HAA ne Ali, ɛreka sɛ because of the fact sɛ disability no ɛmboa mo ma ɔmo ɛnyɛ deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ nti ebi a ɔmo ntumi nyɛ adwuma because of saa disability na ɔmo wɔ no. Nti because of that ne nti aban no ɛma ɔmo biribi kakra sɛnea ɔmo betumi ahwɛ ɔmo ho ɛne ebi a ɛhokafoɔ bi a ɔmo wɔ. But most of the time when you have disability, yɛnim sɛ yɛwɔ biribi a yɛfrɛ no disability living allowance ɛna personal independent payments. And no saa no is all classed as public funds. Ebi nso wɔ hɔ a we know sɛ because wayɛ adwuma no nti they deduct it from tax a wotua. Nti no saa no na these two cases were to see whether home office for no ɛbɛma ɔmo ho kwan sɛ ɔmo ntumi ɛnya saa benefits no sɛ ɔmo etumi nso ɛde ahwɛ ɔmo ho. But when push came to shove, Omo ka said Debbie, Omo emfa ma Omo into no de call High Court no in terms of Omo judicial review claim no. And because of that now the High Court has said say it is unlawful say Home Office Ebeka say just because Obi destitute anaasɛ obi ɛɛbɛyɛ destitute ɛno nkoa na ɛyɛ sɛ home office foɔ no ɛhwɛ before a wɔbɛmaki wɔn decision sɛ obi ehia saa access to public funds no. Nti they should also consider exceptional circumstances. It may be campus say nipa no ebia ɔmo ɛwɔ disability nti sɛ saa nimpa no ɛwɔ disability nti ɛno no nti ɔntumi nyɛ adwuma anaasɛ ɔbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma but ne dwuma no ɛnyɛ enough sɛ ɔbɛtumi ɛnyɛ sika bi ɛde ahwɛ ne ho yie nti ebia sika no a ɔgye no koraa mpo rent ne pɛ ɛna ɛbɛtumi atua nti nkurɔfoɔ ɛɛboa no in terms of ne didie mu ɛne deɛ ɛkeka ho no. And they have to make provision for exceptional circumstances. Omo consider because a home office discretionary power, it is up to them. And it's not as if they are obligated to just look at sa criteria of a be an ipakono any die and as an ipakono any sika or the better in your. But it is more to do with the fact that home office for no was sa tumino sa umu person omo and the to me nhwɛ exceptional circumstances where saa nimpa no ɛka sɛ ebia me situation no ɛnyɛ sɛ mini dan mewɔ dan mesan nso ɛwɔ biribi kakra a mede hwɛ me ho but still not enough nti where meaning say because of sad disability way means to me ɛnhyɛ dan ɛnyɛ adwuma bebree ɛngye saa sika no a mede bɛhwɛ me ho no na ɛsɛ home office for no nso mohwɛ na mutumi ma me bibi kakra na metumi ɛde asɔ sika no so ahwɛ me ho nti that is the current case of HAA ne Aliyah High Court n'aka sɛ the Home Office have acted unlawfully and I say ɔmo mbra no ɛyɛ unlawful nti ɔmo nsesa no nti we'll watch the space and see what the Home Office come up with in the coming months. Maybe are not anytime soon, but we will see if ɔmo policy no ɛbɛsesa for the better in the coming months na yɛwɔ mu no nti. And then third but not least, just in regards to your EU nationals, I know say most of the time no, yeah, say Uber Hanum before 31st December 2020, over to me, I apply to the EU settlement scheme because and no and a bought EU for home buying ever UK chrome ha. Into say what's now 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, crampono na unim say because what's na hache uni British passport but say utsume eye juma eye yema bebre and then I'm sure we yes, yes, our EU settlement scheme, maybe. Say, oh, Bahanum, and answer what Bahanum after 31st December 2020, dear, then you should know, say, EU settlement scheme no and cover unless you can show say now to chrome her for more than 5 years and sign all sign in see as much as possible no and so who say sir EU settlement scheme no and from for no more to chrome her and now say almost back chrome her before 31st of December 2020 so over her after there and there either say over share crime so which is either the skilled worker routes and I say student route no ɛde atena kurom ha sɛ wobɛ for short period te sɛ holiday yes wobɛtumi aba for a short period like a holiday usually government no aka sɛ it will be for a maximum of 6 months nti sɛ woba as a EU national na wo ne wo family members na ɛba yes of course wobɛtumi atena ha for at least a period of 6 months and then obetumi assign with you. What's not have more than 6 months ne dia and there so wohwehwɛ kwan foforɔ bi so a wobetumi ɛde atena ekrom ha. Nti meja no ha I'm sure that yeah Prophet Campo ABS Sembre or also Abedru but mema yeah producer no a cautious break kakra na yetumi atwa so with the main topic no.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Okay, I believe
landing
Ava.
Sania Iwiase Abrabono Ediako. Pepacho, my lawyer, so the ache me watching.
Which also prophet here, Diamia say all the way bedru asim dream.
Enye easy. Enye easy.
Easy.
Me so me da asene abotre ba nea etie bia no ene me ne management adi nkomo ye the time no be hye bibia be ye kama Sania emre no afasi akoni ntino me pa cho ma atiefo nte wonka na ye mfam firi ho.
Fashion you into mama a bit of updates into yeah, but yeah, straight we'll go straight into your main topic for end day.
Okay.
Into Senya me church of course, the topic no for Ende is to do with nkofo a abusive relationship and senya betumi enya nkrata. Nti let's say obi de 2.5 aba as obi yere and as obi kunu ɔmo baeɛ no asetena no anyɛ kama nneɛma antotɔ yie nsɛm bebree nti ɔmo ɛrehwehwɛ ɛkwan bi so a ɔmo betumi enya ɔmo asetena if for instance ɔmo fi fie hɔnom na nneɛma ankɔ yie te sɛ documents a wɔbɛhia for ɔmo application no sɛ ɔmo ntumi anya a dɛn na ɔmo betumi ayɛ afa ho. Nti today's topic is to look at deɛ saa nipa no ebetumi ayɛ afa ne nkrataa no ho. Nti first of all, sɛ yɛka sɛ obi akɔ through some abusive relationship it's mainly to do with domestic abuse mbra no. Nti domestic abuse is there obi anim say it is not just to do with physical violence say obu nimpa no anaasɛ wɔapira nimpa no. It is not just to do with that physical side of things because before no yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ wobu nimpa no anaasɛ wopira nimpa no a ɛndeɛ no ɛkyerɛ sɛ nimpa no ɛwɔ abusive relationship. Sisi adeɛ ɔmo de psychological, emotional, financial, coercive and threatening behavior nyinaa ɛwɔ mu. Harassment sɛnea meka last week no nso. Nti there are so many different forms of behaviors obi ɛbɛtumi akyerɛ a yɛbɛka sɛ it is a form of abuse. I'm not talking about one of ebi a nipa korɔ no ɛkeka gu so anaasɛ ebi a wayeyaw anaasɛ biribi saa. This has to be a continuous anaasɛ process of abuse anaasɛ neglect anaa koraa mpo sɛ coercive or threatening behavior anaasɛ nipa korɔ no go into wo accounts na de bia ɔreyi wo sika. There are so many different forms. Nti as much as possible no say consider what abuse is now. It is not just the physical violence and I say nipa korɔ no ɛrebɔ, but it also considers the emotional aspect where nimpa no nso ebia through one reason or the other no their partner and I said their ex-partner no is not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. Nti ebia obafia onkasa wo ho, he's just silent the whole time. It is a form of emotional neglect. Bisa sɛ wo ho yɛ, nkɔlaa no ho yɛ, he doesn't contribute in any way, shape or form, and it is a form of emotional abuse. Anaa koraa mpo sɛ nipa korɔ no controlling nneɛma a wobɛtɔ anaasɛ nneɛma a wowɔ. They restrict the things you can do. Nti ebia waka kyerɛ wo sɛ pakyɛ wo drop nkɔlaa no wɔ school a mɛmfa beebi ɛnka sɛ wokɔyɛ sei anaasɛ wokɔyɛ sei. Mempɛ sɛ wobɛkɔ w'adamfo bi hɔ anaasɛ mempɛ sɛ wo ne nkurɔfoɔ ɛbɛkasa. Nti adamfoɔ no yifiri wo tirim. Wonni adamfoɔ biara. Pakyɛ bebree. It is a form of controlling or coercive behavior. Nipa no aka kyerɛ wo sɛ I sika no a wogye ebi a woyɛ adwuma sika no a wogye no me make sure sɛ every month biara meyi me deɛ efiri because me na metua bills. Of course, it's a discussion to be had. Nti so wote fie na wo ne wo kunu ɛnim sɛ ni sɛ ɛna motuatua ɛwɔ fie hɔnom a definitely have that discussion when ɛna ɛbɛtua saa nneɛma wei. Sɛ mo nyinaa mode mo sika no ɛbɛbɔ mu etua nneɛma no a na moayɛ ne saa. Ɛnte saa nso so a na woama nipa no ehu sɛ okay metua wei also to your way. Na at least munim say ni say ena mo ye no. But obi ensumi enka say me sika we eduatu anyama we, whereas mo enka ka ho asem bia mo hyehyɛ bibia say ni say na ɛsɛ mo ye no. Of course, if you are in a marriage and after in a relationship, yeah, you have to contribute in one way or the other. But and yes, audition no so say na me no into me yenesa and yes na no. Into as much as possible, no, it is always good to have some form of discussion, even when it comes to finances. And so this also is another form of abuse. Say almost share. Say nipa kono yi usika where brea on country was sharing na, then it is also another form of financial abuse. And so coercive behavior now make them emotional abuse, financial abuse, even sexual abuse, because say you who say some way our for an answer and for a multiple crampona, you have to have the consent of the other person and sana wait to me a baby say ni wakono ampino so na de bia oba na o say me pese me na oda na ni wakono aka che say oh Debbie pacho bebre me mpe hwe ja me na me nyama ade na wobo nipa korɔ no na woka kyɛ ne sɛ wamfa ama wo a ade a wode bɛyɛ no ɛnyɛma wode wobɛkeka kora mpo akyerɛ nipa no ansa na ɛme sɛ awurade yɛte nsɛm bi o nti all these things is a form of abuse. It shouldn't be that way. Nti say if there's anybody going
and
through
to say when they were yere motino ana we yere ne wotino say o pese wo ko idwaso a jo tro application no o ko sere kwan ne ma kwan ansana ya ma wako dwaso nyesa ye
oh
I
application, but of course, and you say, oh, yeah, no, by force. The Bacona say, wabre. The Bacona say, there be. And they say, oh, chin in Pacrono, now catching and says, I want my dinner, and then by force, chinchina, oh, J. Na, some people
was a crocron into Brasia, but nyesa acquire abuse.
Of course, because in nine him say a baby. The way I Uber can adia no crampo, ever man the pacono edia mau. But so go, oh, mammy ho crampo, now quadia, then I will catch your mammy said, one fight dear way, mammy, I damn the bail. And no mammy baba was swampa because
there been a lawyer, no dear, a young mammy, but a coba were yere dear. So we yere dear, oh, a fua, and Nadia, mammy could jasso. Wouldn't myself answer your fire if I say, David, be a chop man in and shed down coyinty. If we shed that in Nancy for me say, David, Nanian, not made myself cacra. And your man is the same Muabasem when you're careful.
I like the fact
Lawyer Gina Homami 1 minute. Lawyer Gina Homami 1 minute. And a pay Kai Nation and so many say Yemreni and Shasi and Tem NTA Bia. Now where you are doing free to so AB and then a lawyer no mamba David Yaba life. NT Kai Nahuni say and then at the time no be corner ni mukakra. As in a sunny ya ta stop no NT Minia Baba Ubenya Abutramami. Na line na yedi ye adwuma 0208 133 4646. Let me say, ye ne lawyer bidding come up. When na me cano natural and tem and a washing so because lawyer at the communuano or ye beman and mere not telephone lines and also now fa amayin. And 0208 133 4646 and that's 0208 133 1134. Na oba ye WhatsApp line also swa. Ebia ofre Afrigana na aba anase baby a ofre Fribiano 0777 1950 989 0777 1950 989. Lawyer says obano one no kwakonya empamu agro na se anya akrokro na anya yi ne koye kidigidigidia ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛno nso ɛyɛ abuse but lawyer nyanka ma mmarima ne side because mmaa no bi nso ɛtumi yɛ mmarima no saa nti ɛmi sɛ ɛbɛyɛ balance lawyer wadaroma.
Okay, that's the very prophet. And see that yeah, I said it is a form of sexual abuse. Say ebia one ni pano epese mother together. So for some reason, we dey now koye into share say obenya their ope into enye that one of experience and yeah no na make ho. But we're talking more to do with nipa kono epese on wo da debia oba or no kasa anyhow na or to tell atade na or nyema. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. One of situations ne dear ebia also ope and kunu say say me jama adio yes I one of situations na me ka ho asem me ka obi a otaye no suban when hu say enya ade a obe krokro da de bia we hu say one gin by force by fire by force and no ho ton no na me patch
lawyer no kura de ma wonye gentleman what's a we say no kura de ma wonye gentleman kura
and no na me master and see I mean, when you hear in comfort stories, who say, we dear a proper sexual abuse, and nipa ede omo film into bibi sano, o call GP hona, o say GP, yama mikru ede yemeno, mempe. GPs will obviously examine you and they will see what it is they can do to help. And most of the time, no, oko GPs honum na any sign of forced entry and I say any form of sexual abuse in any way, they will definitely record it and they will give you some form of assistance because emotionally no untumi nka nkyerɛ wo GP bibia anaasɛ wo GP no they cannot take that responsibility and talk to you about those issues. They will obviously give you numbers and I say other agencies are to me and wakasa na aboa in one way or the other. And there are a lot of women charities are dealing with abuse cases way. And you would know say when it comes to situations like this, definitely you will have to consider the fact that everybody is different. Abuse is not just physical and I say violence say yamika into omoba recorded their nipa chrono aka any nipa chrono behavior because after some time abuse takes place, you will know that the nipa no are depressed. Nipa chrono abia they become withdrawn. Abia nipa chrono crampo normal self-esteem akọ low. To me and show who ye and you will see a whole lot of other behaviors in terms of the abuse na nipa no film no. Until once you are able to talk to somebody then they are able to put pen to paper and make a proper assessment on inyama or film no. And so it helps to go to these women charities for them to also assess what you are going through and whether it is a form of domestic abuse and how best you can be helped or supported. In Sanyama way na in here. It may be say, oh yeah, sorry, nipa so one person only agencies ebekasa. If your church and as a religion no offer counseling now, one person go through that counseling process. Of course, let the counselors also know and then go through some form of counseling. But as much as possible, say there's any difference or not say any change in the situation, dear, then obviously there needs to be a form of higher redress to that abuse and I say they are all go through no. And in most violent situations, I know some for ever free police because if they are no longer able to bear it and answer if a corner campo afa second say or they bear what would they end here the only solution will be to inform the police and get that person out of the house. And see, that is the main form of redress when it comes to violent abuse and asset violent behavior. You have to involve the police. Menka say I nipa krono obesisa and unim nipa kro etim into untumi enga say nipa krono ebesisa and I say German enka. Those things are things that we were taught from our elders and parents and things like that. But when you see any form of behavior which is obviously threatening your life, then me pamocho bebree mo police for no ehu na omo mbem. And I always say say nkola no se omo hu bibi sa anasa omo te say saa deɛ we esisi a, they will go and tell their teachers. Nti they don't keep things to themselves. Nkola deɛ omo bie omo ano pɛ na omo ka. Omo bie omo ano pɛ na omo ka because omo hu say saa deɛ we a esi no ɛnyɛ. Nti whether ɔmo bɛka akyerɛ ɔmo teacher anaasɛ ɔmo bɛka akyerɛ panyinmu bi a ɔmo nim no, ɔmo bɛma saa nipa no ehu sɛ saa nipa wei ɛyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ fie anaasɛ me maame ɛɛtete anaasɛ me papa ɛɛtete because of A, B and C. Nti your best form of witness ɛyɛ wo mma no because wo mma no da biara sɛ ɔmo kɔ school na adeɛ no ɛtete ɔmo a ɔmo bɛka. Nti you will see sɛ in cases where children are involved no, the school will also take note of these things. And if it is really harming the child's well being, now they will get social services involved. And the social services will continue to have meetings with the children and you, the parents, to see how best the child can be taken out of this situation. Into as much as possible, no, there I know that there will be cases where there are children involved. Social services will definitely become involved, and if nothing is changing there, then they will have to look at ways to separate the victim from the abuser. Senya nkwala no nso ebenya omo asundwe ede esua de ese omo sua no. It is very important say all of this information ebia social services no ewo ebia women's charity no ewo ebia o counselors no so ewo any say why your police reports so all of this evidence counts in terms of wo yeah victim wo application is say me kunu ɛna de me baayɛ anaasɛ me yere ɛna de me baayɛ sisi a ɛnyɛma ɛnkɔ yie nti menim sɛ nyame tumi atena kurom ha where minim sɛ saa nipa wei ɛnyɛ ade a ɔbɛboa me with nkrataa no sɛ ɛkɔba ne saa deɛ a then it is important sɛ wo as victim no anaasɛ nipa no a yɛtete wo no sɛ wotumi ɛde saa ɛnyɛma no ɛtoto hɔ yie because when it comes to making your application dear, then you know say okay, me wo evidence ɛkyerɛ sɛ saa nipa wei na saa nneɛma wei ɛna ɔde yɛ me nti as much as possible no waka kyerɛ official sources. If you keep it to yourself now say oh yeah German nka in home office for no me pam sure bebree ɔmo ɛnhwɛ deɛ wobɛka ne pɛ. They need evidence from official sources. And no ɛna ɛma ɔmo hu sɛ deɛ woka no nokorɛ ɛwɔ mu because ɛnyɛ biribi a ebi a wafe mu a woka kɛkɛ anaa koraa mpo sɛ ebi mu ɔmo mfɛ mu but ɛno ne sɛ ɔmo ka nti to make it authentic and genuine no then you have to have the official authorities and anaasɛ agencies no involved sɛnea ɔmo bɛhu sɛ deɛ woka no ɛyɛ nokorɛ. And as much as possible no sɛ yɛhwɛ yɛ Appendix FM of the immigration rules na ɔmo hwɛ sɛ w'asetena no a wowɔ no ebi a wowɔ 2.5 wo ne nipa no atena kurom ha for at least 1 year woba no nam no so ɛna wode baayɛ sisi adeɛ nneɛma ɛnkɔ yie because of nneɛma a moafa mu no nti ɛnyɛ ade a wogye di sɛ wobɛtumi ne saa nipa wei atena because wafa nneɛma bi bebree nti says sana akoba ne dia and the oh she say ubenya who evidence de aye won krata no e kroma bia won krata no it's only been a year but enwuye eno no krampo no ubetumi ejina sa domestic abuse no so aka say because of the fact that only sanipa we atna ha for at least 1 year no krampo no ope say home office for no omoma will sa nkrata which is afebo no indefinite leave to remain based on wo domestic abuse na wo akase wo feminine nti wo evidence any wo police report say police reporter evidence from the women's agencies are almost access so akase they are all feminine enye nti omo krampo ehu say say wo too free ho no mo ma wo baby eda and say why reports to the social workers because maybe umbano akache school for no so akache social workers and say na have become involved in the process into they've said say omo person who resolution and omo person who send omo be fast kwan omo be fast so enya nkola no to a better place into say yama way ni na no so we put it together then you can say oh nipa we cramp no me who say enya ade obesisa nti evidence ni nie me messages ni nie me evidence from social services ni me evidence no so from women's agencies na omo say me so any police reports ni nie in sa yema we ni na no hss nipa we no enya ade a obesisa nti me pese me gina eno nso ede ye application a metumi ede atena ekrom ha afebo of course omo be pese omo be hu say o evidence actually said nipa we na onam no so ede nya ye nti some evidence say oni nipa no na etena ye nti of course they will want to see say wo kunu anase oyere na oni na etena ye no or the proof of address back could be an answer menu be at the back want to show say ampana only sani pana etsi. There are situations where ebia untumi into cramp because in colano and only baby out there omo ebeko. And so when making these applications, there's always a concessioner, yeah, be yeah application amount. Usually omo eka say because of the fact that over here baby akọ ene nkwala no nso no na omo ama that concession no for 3 months nti omo wetumi ama access to public funds senya wobetumi enya accommodation senya wobetumi enya vouchers ne nkeka ho no ahwɛ wo ene mba no nti where say basana then you make use of the concession no and sana why your application no for the indefinite leave to remain nti meja wa ha na yetumi atwa so with your questions ne your answers no
Yo, onua anopa yi onyame enhyira o sesei maame nso abewuram enso menimu sɛ ɛyɛ den a wɔde mmerɛ ne bi anya kyɛ kakra deda enti nsuo no boro ya wonyama na mmoro ya ma yɛ homfo na yɛnya baabi achimu agu ebia afi na wode wafidie no ato ha ɛyɛ Rainbow Radio International 92.4 FM na yɛwodi ebi no nso so mepacho mede numbers no atodwa ebia wo question baako wo question mienu wo pese wo de bro lawyer na lawyer etimi yi ano ema wo ene waka afa abuse ho last week ye started kakra ena ne odi bi apia so enti ne de wa kyerɛkyerɛm amanti ase ɛyɛ adwuma eno nso nti ɔsenkrata no kora no wonye ma wo me yɛ sure say ebia wo nsɛm bia wo bebisa lawyer ma lawyer timi yi ano ama wo na yɛ kama obi di message aba lawyer ma yɛ monhwɛ na yɛ nhwɛ sɛ wo de yi ano no be start afiri ho ama na ama me. Okay, onipa no message no enye clear kra enti yemfa call back mienu bi na afi yempagya yemu emfa maame no meto asomaye mepa cho mema wache ema wakwa ba eba dwumadi ehwe.
Yeah, good morning. Perfect.
Morning. Nyame ahira me.
The pastor, the question near me,
Farmer lawyer.
But Madam Fubina organ or TCC and winger a Obayani postgraduate waha. Into a tree ne deposit, no, it's a kind of bank statement of a continent. Or say maybe can say, or here, or betting me here in Abba at the same time on your own, I think on Oba and Sana no more than a year on before Nair in Abba. The first question, no.
Me pacho, my empty question muye. What's that? Wadam Fubi anya visa?
From Ghana.
Okay.
Obayani postgraduate.
Okay.
Into our year. Into Bisacha, obeti me the Nair in Abba, and I just Oba and Sana.
I think so. We be some question we crumple on Facebook. So, in regards to Obia Oba Hanum as postgraduate students, there, of course, they will give you the right to invite your dependents and answer over to me. They oyere okunu womba akaho aba. But we say, we are visa. In say, I don't think say yeah, they are over to me. I train because visa no almost a period of time I so the room. In say yeah, they are over to me. I application now. I train. I'm a decision about answer na woman year number. In say when ya visa no almost catching and say so ba and then umbra na obedra na why application no amana year no so ajaring no. And most of the time they will pay the application fee and immigration health surcharge almost so and then they will want to see say sa na year na all ban on so at least say all ba they have to be able to show say because new kuno no air students were hanon so into oba joining new kuno or your students ever hanom and most of the time they don't give any restrictions in terms of a juma to me until they can also come and work in terms of being a dependent on a student. Yeah.
Yeah, and the second question is or say or person within the partner free Ghana ever, but on person or yeah but just partner keke because we marked now for almost 20 years. Into your person or the partner about into what kind of documentation proof banner or person or show before or me for maba.
Okay, so if they live together for 20 years, I'm sure say they have evidence on what's not together. And I gotta know so meaning say yeah, shut down yeah address be but I'm sure your banks will definitely have your address. Maybe I would say no. That could be a form of proof of address. Someone register with NHIS for no, so I'm sure say they too will have your address no as evidence. Multiple. I'm so sure say more sorry, some more sorry there, and also evidence of more living together. Some more one bounce so birth certificates can be proof of the fact that what's now boom for that period of time. Into you are showing them say as much as possible more relationship, a durable relationship. Into as I've said, whether it's children's birth certificates or evidence from banks and now say other official parties and now say departments and agencies and also everybody to show say we your partners and what's boom for that long period of time into or as the students are or per se on their partners so ever join ever chrome her.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much, lawyer.
Na menua answer na wo kono na oni nipa na tena for 20 years ena won ware nipa na ka kire uda amfo se me de ne be court eno maybe some lawyer say e abuse na say ye den lawyer oni na tena for 20 years on person oni ne be ya wade enso person oni na ntia as a partner
Can one qualify
ani me de ne be court ye da ase lawyer we e abuse na ye den it didn't never court. You are here for an pay and a unyame ayamwa near the ABC. Mammy and more and Kaya and Sama will say, we a BWF Solicitors. Share ye chire akwanya. Ye ni achire kura Tottenham High Street no so. Ehwa ubehu ye life and colored. Me pacho ye address ye 4th floor Anna House. 4th floor Anna House. Ye 214 to 218 High Road. 214 to 218 High Road. 7 Sisters. Landing N15 4NP. Landing N15 4NP. Your telephone number, say ya menu kasa obetimi afre no book appointment, easy and cool. 0208 4937 340. 0208 4937 340. Me pacho facha me na take telephone number, mobile numbers na ema me quick emergency. Uncle Ben 077 127 61884. 077 127 61884. And lawyer Eunice 075 35 813910. 075 35 813910. And lawyer Richard 079 60 20 1500. Lawyer Richard 079 60 20 1500. Me say enche na me djumadi no aba na wiye because oni obese same no aba na ekwan bia so no mene management ye be kasa BWF Solicitors ye di be lawyer Eunice me bisa we ansana mama odi o last ayi e de ato na afi ya pagya yemu na maame adwoa abetoa so amayen o kan se abuse no ba nya no ani se wo beko no akokasa keke. We need evidence. And the evidence, dear and the was ye deco. And now dear and the was ye. Answer nya evidence, Ediaco.
In say bine the police reports na me kan no. And now couple say wako GP in say wo pese GP no ema evidence of reports na and I say they obeka kire no. And then there's the women's assessments into call women's charities and as agencies now almost so almost assessments and also so eka ho. Mema ani so acheche mu kakra because me ma ani should I say opportunities are also entry into ani patrol fire call.
Yes, so hello everyone again.
Annie, me pacho Gina homa me 1 minute.
Okay.
Na me ma atiefo ehunu se emra Annie di potokasa no eba be wura mu no mesrew se wo question bi opese wo de ba. Eya me ya announcement ne sa na manfo hold wo mo call no. Enti ye ma manfo kwan se opese odi question bi ba na oma lawyer eyi ano a emra lawyer Annie eguswa all kasa no ubetimi de o call no aba 0208 133 4646 and answer 0208 133 1134. Lawyer me pacho kasa.
Okay, thank you. So for the sake of time, I will just provide a very short summary. So the topic for today was, what do I do if I am suffering in an abusive relationship and my leave to remain is expiring? So we looked at what domestic abuse is first of all. So domestic abuse can come in several ways. So as lawyer Eunice said, it can be physical abuse whereby your partner has actually been hitting you, physically harming you, or sexual abuse. So even if you're married and you haven't consented to your partner sleeping with you, and they, force their way anyway, that is rape, and that would come under sexual abuse. There can also be financial abuse, whereby your partner tells you what to spend your money on and what not to spend your money on. And then there can also be emotional abuse, whereby your partner basically gives you silent treatments. So all of that goes under domestic abuse. So if you are experiencing domestic abuse and your leave to remain is expiring, you can apply for indefinite leave to remain. And in order to do that, you have to be in the UK at the time of the application. You have to make a valid application. So you have to go onto the gov.uk website and you have to fill out the form. You have to pay the requisite fee, which is around £2,400. If you cannot make that payment, if you cannot afford to make that payment, you can basically fill out a fee waiver application before you fill out the leave to remain application. And in order to, for the fee waiver application to be successful, you just have to prove that you, for example, do not have a place to live, that you cannot afford to pay for your essential living costs, or that if you would pay for the application, that would harm your children in the long run. So in terms of the eligibility requirements, you must have received your previous leave as a partner of a British citizen or someone who is settled in the UK. And then you have to prove that your relationship has broken down as a result of domestic abuse. Now, just in terms of the evidence, as Lawyer Eunice said, you can provide police reports or police cautions. So if, for example, you have been domestically abused and you call the police over to your place where you live, they will write a report, and you can include that report alongside your application. Then if there's any non-molestation orders or occupational orders, which is what we dealt with last week, you can also provide that along with your application, and that would be strong evidence to show that indeed your partner has been domestically abusing you. If you have been in contact with any agencies, for example, Women's Aid, of course, there are also agencies for men. If you have been in contact with any of them, they would write letters, and you can include that with your application. If you have any emails, photos, or text messages, you can also include these just to basically support your application. And for the sake of time, I'll leave it here, Prophet. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you too. You'll be online also. Enti no quickly ending inkomo na yemfa no emfri ho. Me pa cho me ma wachi em wakwa aba eba dwumadi so.
Yes, Prophet. Good match.
Yana, wabo break. Nka good morning. Wait, your friend what any kalu.
Every year is less than 20,000. It's like 18,000 for the past 3 years. Now, my visa investor creditor, almost mean visa tax, my visa tax manner, almost only record visa investor credit. Why not make me a visa same way? Because meaning say my partner meaning say not supposed to be 23,000 here. But median now acquired 18,000 for the past 3 years. Why not make me a visa same way?
Manti beginning of the year. Why not wait to me?
Sisuma lawyer, mommy.
Lawyer Mpacho, minimum say, we are part time and now we seek for the year and do 24 or let's say 23,000. But median for the past 3 years, we seek for the year, they are 18,000. And I'm afraid investor is there. Almost if it means for tax man, she say, Omuni record the anti Omu number 20 me who are the Amu.
Okay, it's a question no if I okay.
Lawyer bisa say o question no if wadwuma mufo ho ana say between universal credit and tax.
I am saying between because maybe your part time I'm to yami Juma me Juma or yami. But because me investor credit. It's me Juma no me investor credit me both and good even 20,000 a year. Because my pay system is a year they 7,000.
Okay, Wait, you remember no
Boma, and because I'm with your mommy 900 each month. So who didn't your Boma? They have to say 18,000 every year.
Mama, I say,
and say, Boma me and I'm all right, but me no. The person this as Juma phone a baby, they can't free my account, and now, but me can't me calculate here. Hours are me and Omuchiam Pepe. See me who I am there.
Okay, Pepa Jina lawyer person what you was say, and when baby or the answer never fa. Enti in semono wakeka bom si say in semono krano asemono bufua or asemono obeye confused. O pesa wo kire say wadwuma wo ye no ninka tax credit for sika yede universal credit for sika yede ma wo no enka okeka bom a e wo say edru 21,000 23,000 meboa but say ya no se wokeka sika no bom a about 18,000 endru 20 kura na kudru 23 meboa.
That's right.
And they say who bisa lawyer say na sikano wo wadwuma yefo no na eyi anaso mo na ntua wo kayiye anase universal credit fo no ena omo fa sikano ma wo yiye enti na eduru sa enti ubetime de omo akokot anase de na wo sa wo ye
mpacha juma no de me hu say juma me ye no mutia me pepepe.
Okay,
but don't say we ye part time omo na universal credit uji omo na omo de omo de no beka homa o see ancestor ni ambu 23 but me de no meaning say juma me ye no mutia me pepepe if I play that or ya me ye for hours so mutia me pepepe man but who de ni aboma and do 23,000 because now who can get that like me who are the
lawyer
3 years
lawyer me pacho what in asem na say
into my say, but I don't know what remedy she wants. Whether to say
exactly
no and a man nisikani ye and I say or person nisikano omudi bika ho. Into
lawyer say me hwe na asem na me say ne tofa no e kire say ono fi say enka na dwumamufo no sane omutua ne pepepe no sika universal credit for edema no enka at least okekabo mu a e wo so onya 23,000 wanya kura no enka at least 20 ni de wo so onya but say ya no okeka sika no bomu kura no a akwa nanim a ye 18,000 and they say baby a also o ma ye tie ase no o nim say universal credit for no na ntua ne kai yenti na endru 23,000 na say 20,000 se senyo me hono ama asem no aye na no no menim sane lawyer ebeka nafa.
Okay. And see, most of the time I know say with universal credits for no, they make their calculations based on income na eba fee no. And see, ebia a young one oye juma wo fee ho. Ebia o partner bi ewo ho a oye juma and I will ba penny so ho a ono so ye juma. So they calculate it based on the income within the household. And so someone him say income no a certain amount then they will give you a certain amount for universal credit. The income increase and I say of course so almost reduce universal credit now almost the amount. And see if the universal credit is being paid at a lower rate than now or expecting so to me about say 23,000 now or expecting no because ABS Sikana akosro this month and as a Sikano kosro April and as a Sikano ekosro February. So they calculate based on the income within the household every month. And say ebane say ABA you can say omo akyerɛ say ni say ɛna omo de ma wo, but reflect what account no into I know say you have a .gov.uk portal where omo aka kyerɛ say oh yeah be ma wo say but who call account no e bia sika na omo say omo de ma wo if it is 2,000 for this month e bia enye 2,000 no and reflect it because sometimes it might be say a housing benefits and ka ho into e bia they give it directly to the landlord, fan to account anymore. And the monies that is supposed to be in your account is only maybe 1,000. Into no ever reflected. So it depends on the universal credit which is coming directly to you. Any universal credit na ebia ebe call wo landlord and as a housing benefit. And see if there you believe say it's kind of year from the universal credit side now, then you call them and then you have to make that complaint to no say sika na mo ka asem de be me on your .gov.uk no and yeah no and mo de ama me no, and then they can take it from there.
Emo say many about say what you say. Yo, lawyer say was say wo check say sikana omode ema wo ni o ma ka kire so omode be ma wo no say en reflect e wo account no mu dia universal credit for no ena wo say wo frɛ wo na woni omu go through say mo kan say nka say ena mo mame but say na eba my account mana lawyer me boa
I trying
nti na omama won chirichiri mu ni enti a ebi aba ne sa because na lawyer e kire say omo no sika na ye ma wo no ye hwɛ how much a eba wo fie say bi a wukunu bi ye adwuma ana say menka ne say wo mpena bi a one ne tie ana say wo partner ana say oba ebi ye adwuma they can trace all these things to know say okay so much money go to this house enti ebi a sika ye de mama me no e wo se ye teso no omate so ebia nia omodi bra wo say ebia information no by the end of the month na ebia ye be ma 800 but sani omahu said niema bi cost wo fie ho nti yate so enti eno no ye wo ni omo nkita hodie ene betimi ama saade no aye adwuma wate ase enti yes okay wo ne wo ba but wo ba no oye adwuma
Debbie Oyakola, Debbie.
Oyakola. Okay. And yeah, ni say in simple no. Ko find out na next week Fabra na lawyer nhwe mu ma and na opa book appointment na ko hu lawyer office. Na fa documents ni nyina ko na lawyer nhwe mu ma na wontimi ma precise information we here. What you say phone so ne de wo ka documents e da wani mu no lawyer hu ye. Enti wontimi e ma specific because se wo ba no sha wonji child support bia ma kwala ne dia and the problem is between you and the
Universal credit.
yes universal credit enti ho na wo say oni om kokasa
yeah from almost me tax man this is so the benefit be apart from a child maintenance from me papa because me kwana me hwa na me part time
all right
almost tax man almost universal credit ni record bi ante but me from one na ja asem sa
odo ye nja asem ne sa gbajiran je number we na fre lawyer gbajiran o lawyer number
mi brother bi o nkwanta obehu na nkwanta awuko
oh my brother bi be hu mi wo nkwanta me pa cha we yawura mami adwa time mu abroso so wo me number wo me number wo ya frɛ me wo me number wo ya frɛ me mi fi ha frɛ me na ye ndi nkomo ana wo frɛ lawyer Eunice lawyer Eunice di me number be ma wo why wo frɛ lawyer Eunice okay me da say frɛ me lawyer emra na so yemfa adwa emra so na ometoa na dwuma so ntimi pa cha fa ensem ni nyina ebra wiye mame na fa yempagya yemu omama me to 30 na so mesrew
Actually, you into yeah, that's be brave for Embreno. Meda it's here for ne ashafon so ase say mama ye embrace we are ye bit to me a day ejumede. Just a quick happy birthday to Inkolatu minim and then your clients back home and na neba rich love birthday. Wishing you a very happy birthday from BWF Solicitors. We pray for more of God's wisdom and knowledge and understanding to direct you in all things. and Samuel nso so and there your 13th birthday your vampire saying nyame nkwa ebema wadom ene sanyansa na obetumi e de tumpon amongst your peers and your generation in Jesus name. Nti yɛda mo ase bebree yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ the Sunday so yɛbɛtumi ahyia mo 9 o'clock anapa nti ɛnyɛ me nkwa na mewɔ ha me ne ane sɛ yɛkɔ a yɛkyia mo nyinaa na yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ yɛame nso ndi mo anim kan. Bye bye.
Yo, yatiefo yɛda mase ɛha ɛna da yɛ kɔso yɛ ani sɛ fitiri yɛda mame adwoa nso ase sɛ otimi de ne tam ne bi ama yɛn ne yɛde awie dwuma ne nyinaa nyame yɛ adom ada sɛnɛ wobɛte yɛnka ɛnɛ deɛ momfa nkyɛ me ɛyɛ ɔsɔfoɔ me ɛna mama bibia ayɛ late nyame yɛ adom ada sɛnɛ onyame bɛhunu me mmɔbɔ. Bye bye.
This is our world. This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws, there are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.